Trump transition. Just learned that President-elect Trump has picked South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley to be UN ambassador. This news comes as the Trump family settles in at their Mar-a-Lago estate to celebrate Thanksgiving. And after that New York Times interview where Trump softened and even reversed major positions he took during the campaign. ABC's David Wright is here with all the latest. Good morning, David.
Good morning, George. That appointment of Nikki Haley as UN ambassador could well be a signal that Trump is willing to work even with those who have opposed him in the past. And it comes as Trump himself seems to be retreating from some of his biggest campaign pledges.
The 44-year-old Republican governor was a supporter of Marco Rubio in the primaries, but she has since come around.
While I won't pretend to have always been President-elect's biggest cheerleader, I did vote for him, and I was absolutely thrilled to see him win.
Haley is the daughter of Indian immigrants who led the charge to remove the Confederate flag from South Carolina's capital, but it's not clear how much foreign policy experience she has. Her appointment comes as the president-elect used a meeting with the New York Times to backtrack on some of his biggest applause lines from the campaign trail. The crowd chanted "Lock her up" at every Trump rally in response to the candidate's vow to seek criminal charges against Hillary Clinton.
If I win, I am going to ask my Attorney General to appoint a special prosecutor to look into her crimes.
But President-elect Trump told the Times he's now having second thoughts about following through on that threat. "I think it'd be very, very divisive for the country," he said, adding, "I don't want to hurt the Clintons, I really don't. She went through a lot and suffered greatly."
Well, so much for locking her up, I guess.
Senator Lindsey Graham told Fox News that's not good enough.
I do hope that all the things that Donald Trump said about how crooked she was, that we just don't let it go without some serious effort to see if the law was truly violated.
On climate change, another issue candidate Trump hit hard.
We will also cancel billions in global warming payments to the United Nations.
President-elect Trump is now more non-committal. He told the Times, "I have an open mind to it." And on torturing potential terror suspects,
I would bring back waterboarding, and I'd bring back a hell of a lot worse than waterboarding.
the president-elect indicated he changed his mind about that after his sit-down this weekend with retired General James Mattis, now a candidate for Secretary of Defense. He says Mattis told him establishing trust was far more effective than torture. "Give me a pack of cigarettes and a couple of beers and I'll do better," he reportedly told Trump. Trump told the Times he was impressed by that answer.
Now, Trump even seemed to reverse himself on the New York Times, which throughout the campaign he lambasted as a failing paper. Now he admits he reads it every day, although he joked that he might live 20 years longer if he didn't.
If he didn't read it, exactly. Okay, David, thanks very much.